Hey, what's up? I'm glad you made it here. This is Roder MMA Bet, and this is arguably the most comprehensive and profitable betting channel advice for MMA fights in YouTube. I have been betting MMA and the UFC for 8+ years with consistent results, and that's what you're gonna be getting here. This is a quick intro, and you're gonna be seeing soon the results tracking I'm referring to, the fights breakdown, and how I'm betting the card. Feel free to leverage my strategy, but take it with a grain of salt, as this is your money on the line. If you like this idea, you like what I'm doing here, subscribe to this channel and share with your friends. Enjoy the analysis, let me know your thoughts on the comments sections down below, and good luck with your bets. In this video I'll be covering UFC Fight Night 183 or UFC Vegas 14. If you're familiar to my channel, you know how to use this spreadsheet to your best interest, you know what these color codes, all those numbers mean. And if you trust my analysis from previous fights, good luck with your bets. You can skip to the breakdowns. There is a timestamp on the description of the video. If you have never seen this, what I mean by the most consistent and transparent betting strategy, I'm breaking down all my saving and then breaking down all of my results from July this year. So this is how it's adding up to the profit. So it's to 33% profit or 50% more from the starting money or from the starting money of the overall betting money. I'm also separating these in high, medium, and low confidence. If you guys saw in the spreadsheet, there's a yellow one there. The yellow is the medium, the red is the low. So this is adding up to these percentages here. So this is the profit of each group that I said high, medium, or low. All right. And this in here, I'm breaking down in charts to make it a little bit more visible how did I do on each month. And this is in terms of those confidence levels that I just spoke about and what's the profit based on the initial money. Okay, I'll be covering 4 fights in this video. In the next video I'm going to be covering 4 more fights, so stay tuned for that. And I'm going to be starting from the bottom up here with Dante Mayos versus Roque Martinez. Guys, this is a tough fight to call, I would say, you know, because these guys, I would say, both have the style to beat each other. Mayes, he's a big heavyweight, long guy, you know, likes to fight on the outside, tough to hit at his best, like the side kicks to the knees, like the long strikes. Now, the thing that Mayes, eventually he makes his mistakes, you know, I've seen fights, I think his last fight, he started crashing distance and giving the other guy opportunities for nothing, you know. And Roque Martinez, despite the fact that he's small, you know, I think he's 5'10", as a heavyweight, and has short limbs, you know. He's the more technical guy here, guys. He can throw a good overhand. He kind of moves his head a little bit, you know. He has good guard is up, and he times very well that overhand, which he can catch Mayes if Mayes, you know, slips on him or crashes the distance, like I said. But the main thing is that Roque Martinez has a very good takedown, you know, double leg takedown. He's quite fast, you know. If you look at him, you're not gonna give anything for the guy, because like I said, he's short, he's round on the waist, you know. But he's very quick on the wrestling. He's quite heavy from top, and he has good ground and pound. Now, in terms of betting, in terms of picking, it's Mayes, you know, because it's impossible to count out his style, you know, his size. But in terms of bet, I would say you should not bet this fight if you're thinking of Mayes, you know, because like I said, Martinez is the more technical guy, and Mayes, he's made some mistakes, you know. I would bet these guys, you know, by decision, as interesting as it sounds, because both of these guys are tough, you know. I don't think either one has, they have good chances, of course, to finish each other, but I don't think it would count as, you know, a bet on inside the distance. It would count more a bet like out, to the distance, right? Or if you're gonna be betting Martinez, look for plus 250 range. I think it's a good bet on Martinez because, like I said, Mayes is not the most consistent guy, and Martinez, you know, I think he's coming to fight. Tony Gravely versus Geraldo de Freitas. Gravely, he's the superior wrestler in this fight, you know. The guy is calm, he's cool, collected, he has good hands, you know. Comes with intent, throws powers, good accuracy, you know. He can also float a little bit from top. He's a good grappling style, you know. The thing is that Gravely, I don't see much mistakes on this guy's game, but when he gets tired, which is nature, he starts making mistakes, he crashes distance, he can get taken down. And the Freitas is coming to fight, you know. The Freitas is quite, you know, tall, 5'8" for a bantamweight. You know, not that tall, but still he's quite tall for a bantamweight. But he's very long, you know, long limbs. The guy is very complete, you know, he's good, has got good hands, he can kick. He can wrestle a little bit, not at the most technical level like Gravely, like American style wrestling, but still he can shoot. He can shoot a double leg. He can go a little bit chain wrestling with the body lock. Plus, he's got a good grappling from top special, you know, and he's a fighter, you know. He's coming there for war, and he's gonna try to win this fight. The pick is Gravely by decision, but in terms of bet, I would say check a live bet on either of these guys, because I think the tables can flip to either side, you know. Plus, I would say that by decision is a good bet on this fight, you know. Plus 400 range is definitely a good bet. And if you guys check it on the spreadsheet, I'm also interested in Freitas. I'm putting him at plus 160 now, but I'm gonna be waiting at plus 180 or even plus 200 range. I think it's a good bet on the Freitas, you know. I may increase to 1.5% of my money. Kanako Murata versus Randa Markos. It's this fight is I'm quite confident on Murata, to be honest. And the thing is that Murata, she's the better wrestler. She's elite wrestling, you know, because she's like a national champion, or at least she was on the national tryouts of Japan. And if you guys watch the video, she has elite wrestling, good, you know. She's explosive, she can chain, she has good top control, she can also float from top in terms of grappling. Her hands is not bad either. I would say she's in favor of Markos with the hands as well, because she's more sharp, she moves a little bit better, you know, she has better footwork. Now Markos, the girl, is so tough, she's always in the fight. And but I think she does better when she's the grappler, when she's the wrestler, which is not the case here. She may have a jiu-jitsu advantage over Murata, but I don't think she's that good, you know, from the bottom against a heavy, you know, strong and elite wrestler, to be able to out-grapple a wrestler like Murata, you know. So I like Murata in this fight. Like I said, I'm betting her at minus 150. And I'm also looking to decision bets for Murata. And if you like Markos, I would say go for decision, because the girl's stuff, she's coming to fight, I have no doubt about it. But I don't think she's got enough power, and definitely I don't think she's gonna have, you know, gonna be able to pull like an armbar or something on Murata. Okay, so on to the next fight, Smolka versus Quinonez. Interesting fight, guys, because Smolka has been looking quite good as a bantamweight. He showed heavy hands, you know. He adopted a style where he's not only shooting crazy and trying to grapple crazy, he's also moving forward crazy. So he's kind of getting inside and destroying everything he can. He's showing decent power, to be honest, you know. I got quite surprised with his hands, quite heavy. And in this fight, he's the grappler, no, he's the superior grappler. But Quinonez is no slouch. He's coming to fight. He's a very tough guy, you know. He can throw straight punches, long guy. He can go for kicks to the head, to the body, to the legs, you know, knee stomps, side kicks, you know. And he's also able to shoot. He's also able to grapple. But I don't think he's gonna be interested into doing that with Smolka. And if he does, I think he's gonna get reversed, and he can even get submitted. So my pick is Smolka by submission, but in terms of bet, I would be looking for Quinonez by TKO at plus 800. Looks pretty high, this line, but you may be able to find it, never know. Or Smolka by submission or decision at plus 500. Or Quinonez by decision, you know. I do think Quinonez can, you know, stay on the outside, pick his shots, you know, do more damage, avoid some takedowns, or at least quickly scramble back up and edge a decision, okay? So guys, this is it for this fight, for this breakdown. I'm going to be covering the next 4 on another video. And so just to wrap this up, the fights that we covered was Kanako Murata versus Randa Markos. I'm betting Murata at 2% of my money. We also talk about Tony Gravely versus Geraldo de Freitas. I'm betting the Freitas 1% of my money, but like I said, I'm going to be waiting a little bit on this line to climb. We also covered Smolka versus Quinonez. I'm not betting either of these guys, but I like Smolka by submission. Actually, it's my pick, but I would be betting Smolka by submission, or even Quinonez by TKO if you can get to this plus 600 and plus 800 range, you know. Also, decision bet's not a bet here. Bets here, okay. Murata versus Murata spoke about. Donteo Mayes versus Roque Martinez. I'm picking Mayes, but I'm not betting this fight unless Martinez climbs to plus 250. And I'm not suggesting you to parlay Mayes, because I think Mayes, he showed some mistakes, you know, and despite the fact that Martinez looks a little bit off in terms of physical preparation. He's deceptively strong, he's quick, and he's a good wrestler, you know, so be careful if you're gonna be, you know, betting Mayes, especially if you're gonna be parlaying him. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe, like, and share with your friends, considering support the channel in the future. Until there, this is Roder MMA Bet.